Like walking in, it was set up different from like how it usually was set up. So it was like this pyramid of candles with the Eucharist right at the center. And so it wasn't what I was like used to seeing. And so I did have like my doubts at first, because usually with adoration, I do get emotional, but only when that Eucharist and the priest is like right in front of me. And so I was kind of just thinking to myself, like, I'm not going to get as emotional. I'm not going to feel that Holy Spirit in me because it's not going to be right there with me.
What was kind of going on through my head at that moment was, we had already experienced so many things prior to adoration that, the Holy Spirit kind of already had filled me. And I was like, there's no way that more can enter into my heart and make me feel a certain way. Father John began his speech about falling over and having lots of people be completely engulfed by the Spirit. It was a mix of feelings for me. I didn't expect the Holy Spirit to take over so much to where it made our legs feel like we were going to fall over.
I had been prayed over before plenty of times. I never felt anything. I saw when Jesus went up there and he fell, and I was like, Holy Spirit, I don't want to be the only one that doesn't fall. And so I was like, Holy Spirit, please, like, make me feel something. I was praying to Jesus and everything.
When I see Jesus kind of just fall over and on the ground, he's just laying stretched out. He looks very, very peaceful.
So when I see Jesus go up to get prayed for, it kind of looked fake. I was very skeptical, I was like, Father John, did you just pay these people, to just fall?
The way he fell, it looked almost like fake, because like he just seemed so peaceful and he was laying there. And so I was like he's faking it. Like he didn't just fall down like that. So I went up there and I was like, hey, I want to go next. And so my legs had already felt a little bit weak, but I just brushed that off as like, I had been walking all day, I was tired. So I closed my eyes and I wasn't even standing for 5 seconds. And then I collapsed basically. And all of a sudden, like tears just start streaming down my face. The Holy Spirit just came inside me. I don't know, it was a lot to experience, and it was just very overwhelming, but a good overwhelming, not a bad kind, because I was just crying because like I could feel God's love.
But I went with Brother Jonah. So when he was praying over me, I was like, should I just like fit in with everybody falling? I just went numb. Like I just fell into Emil's arms. He caught me, and I just remember just going numb and crying, but like in a sense of way, I was so happy crying. I was looking crazy, just smiling and crying. It was just such a very calming moment for me, knowing that Jesus was just taking everything I had away. It felt like a very much of a relief, and I'm just grateful he's here with me.
They started praying over me, not like even 3 seconds passed, and I already fell, and I was like, I just felt there and I felt peaceful, like just peaceful.
Throughout my entire body, but especially my legs, it just began to feel weak. And I fell to the ground. I had no other thoughts in my head besides one thing, the thought of what just happened and what I just experienced. All I could do was just focus on the Holy Spirit and his effects of what he did to me. There was a very big feeling of peace throughout the entire room.
It was real. And I really do hope all those kids, all those teens who did not go, I hope they go next time.
I was also crying because I was like, how could I have ever doubted you before? Like, you're literally here. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. And every time I like tried to get up or like look at the Eucharist, I physically could not. Like, I was staring at the ceiling, or like I would have my hands over my eyes, because I could not move. I couldn't do anything except cry and lay there and, just thank the Lord for everything that he had ever done for me, even before coming to Sky Ranch. So that's one thing I can take away. Like, yes, the Spirit's there. It's always going to be there.
So when Father John came around with the relics of the apostles and Mary, he came over to me and had me kiss it. And right there, I just broke. I put my hands on the floor. And I remember seeing an image of me sitting there crying, and Jesus and Mary and all the apostles are just looking at me and praying over me. And I was just crying and crying. And I was like, this is real. Like, it's real. It's a real moment. And I really wish every single one's God's children could experience this because it's such a beautiful experience.
I had a friend actually, she didn't go and get prayed over. I don't know if she was scared or anything, but she said that while watching me, that like she wished that she would have gone up there because she wanted to experience whatever it was that I had experienced. And so I told her, I was like, you need to go next time. Like, it's such an incredible experience. It's going to stay with you forever. It's going to be with you forever. And that's something that everyone should experience at least once.
I have a homeboy that we're going to take. I told Andrew we're going to take him next year. Well, if he can't pay for it, we're going to have to pay for him. This is a beautiful experience that some people don't get to experience. Some people that don't come to church, they don't know about this.
Before the retreat, I did not come to Life Teen at all. I would go to church and just dip. But after the retreat, after Life Teen Mass, I definitely want to start coming to Life Teen, enjoying the Lord with all these amazing teens. After this retreat, I definitely smile a lot more. It makes me realize that, like, wow, I'm very lucky to be here.
It really just showed me that like he's always there. Like, but after like experiencing such a powerful moment, it's kind of just like, you know, even if I don't always feel him there with me physically like I did that night, I know that he's always going to be there. I'm never not going to be with you. And so that's probably going to stay with me forever now since I experienced that.